The singing crafty crafter now in Florida. Walking to the Dollar Tree to buy up all I need. Now let's see what I got.
I'm going to sing you a song. You're not going to recognize it at first, but then you will. And I've got some really good trivia for you somewhere in this video about that song and this verse you've never heard before. Or maybe you have. I don't know. The sun is shining, the grass is green, the orange and palm trees sway. There's never been such a day in Beverly Hills, LA. But it's December the 24th, and I'm longing to be up north. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, just like the ones I used to know, where the treetops glisten and children listen to hear sleigh bells in the snow. Bum, 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 bum. Anyway, okay, enough of that song. But really interesting trivia on that. Obviously written by Irving Berlin, and we all know it. I think Frank Sinatra. Well, so many people have recorded that song. Anyway, I'll give you some trivia on that later. But right now, what do I have? But a Dollar Tree haul. Yeah. Okay, now today, I did the work. I have my receipt. I spent $67.14. And I've separated on how much those items cost. So we're going to dive right in. Some of this is stuff you've seen before. Some of it's new. But we're just going to go through it. All right, so I'm going to start with food, which I usually do. And this is a rebuy. And if you haven't bought this stuff, you guys, it's so good. This is the cilantro lime rice. It cooks in the microwave 90 seconds. I love it because I don't have to put on a pot in the RV and cook up rice. It's just like throw it in the microwave and it's done. And we went to this really good store out here called Wild Fork. Oh my gosh. We had to buy alligator, which was really good. But then we bought a bunch of stuff and they had shrimp there. They have every animal you could ever think of eating. They sell there. I don't know if they're anywhere else but in Florida. Anyway, I love the store. And the best thing about the Wild Fork store is they will deliver within 90 miles. 90 miles. That's pretty impressive. Okay. But I got some other rebuys, one of which is my favorite, the Greta crackers. So I bought a package of those, which those are so good. I've never seen this there before. Now maybe it's been there and I just haven't seen it. But this is Kraft Sweet Balsamic Vinaigrette, $1.25 for this bottle. I thought that was pretty good. And I'm going to make a salad with it, obviously. Although it would make a great marinade as well. Also bought a Suddenly salad. I'm going to cook this. Now, this one I have to cook. I can't microwave it, but I was like, okay, that's okay. Because I'm going to make a tuna salad, a cold tuna salad out of it. We're starting a diet on January 1st, like everybody else in the universe. And so I'm using up all the food that we have right now. So I'm planning these meals specifically to empty out the pantry, or lack thereof in an RV, the cupboard that has some food in it. All right. Now, the rest of the items that were $1.25. Let's just go through those really quickly. Replacement toothbrushes. Now, I like the medium, and so this Guru Nana, which I like that brand. I like this brand. Sells the 2-pack for $1.25. That's pretty good, and it's medium. Now, I find whenever I'm looking for toothbrushes, they're always soft, and we don't like a soft toothbrush. We like a medium toothbrush. So the Guru has the 2-pack. It's a no-brainer. And then I got some Guru picks, because we love these. And this is a different one because it's a pinpoint pick, so I think it's referring to this. And then the shred resistant floss. I love these. We use them almost nightly. But then Marcus wanted some for work to put in his backpack, so I bought him these, the Oral-B, because they're a little bit smaller and they have mint. And I was like, well, might as well get a little mint in there after lunch because you got to talk to people. I don't know. So I grabbed those for him. And then also, these are for me, 2 packages of the, let's get the peach fuzz off. They should say peach fuzz remover. Like, you know, the older we get, the more peach fuzz. I'm sorry. It's hideous, but gotta take care of it. Because when you're out in the sunshine, don't you hate it when that peach fuzz just lights up glistening in the sun? So do I. So I get rid of it. All right. And then I needed another razor. Now I happen to like this. It's the Assured brand. And this is like, it's got 3 blades. So this is what I use. And I need a new one. Pure and simple. Then I got some little rubber bands for crafting, but also for my hair. Do you like, I'm wearing pigtails today. It's so humid here in Arizona. And even when I put my hair up in a clip, it just gets so humid. So I was like, I'm gonna rock some pigtails today. And I was like, I need some smaller rubber bands so I can just do some different stuff with my hair. A pack of press-on nails. Now, I normally get my nails done, and I haven't been because I'm like, this is dumb. I don't go anywhere. I don't need to have pretty nails. But these are self-adhesive. So I thought, okay, I'm gonna try them. Last time I bought, they're coming off now, but I bought just the press-on. It's just like a nail polish that you just press on there. Not bad, but what I think I should have done was used a blow dryer to like heat them on there. So they're not lasting really well, but I don't really care. I'm just having fun. So I'm going to try these, and they had different ones, but these don't seem to be too long. I don't like long nails. I just want them to look nicely manicured, but not long. Okay, then I also got another lanyard thing, and that's for we have a key card here for getting in and out of the gym and whatnot. And I dropped it and broke it, so I had to buy another one. And this is for my glasses because when I work out, they slip off from the sweat. So I was like, I need a little sport thing on there so I can, you know, swoosh it up on the back of the head so they don't slip down. And the whole reason I went to Dollar Tree was to buy wrapping paper. So of course, what do I need? Scotch. So this was a 2-pack for $1.25. They also had the purple scotch, which is like it's the gift wrapping, but it was the same price and you only get 1 roll. And I'm like, this says it's transparent. So I bought this one. And then this little gift box, which was $1.25, and this is for a white elephant gift that I purchased for Marcus, and it is it's chopsticks that light up. Anyway, they're gonna fit in here perfectly for his white elephant gift. All right, now let's move on to the $1.50 stuff, and I do have a couple of things that were $3, which those will be the last things that I show you. So let's get into the $1.50 stuff. I purchased this, which is a no talking button, and it says no, forget it, no way, absolutely not, it's a no for me. And I bought this to add to a gift that Marcus got for one of his bosses because I just thought it was like so cute. And some Christmas stuff. So I'm not going to get too much into the Christmas stuff because we've all seen it, but these are all $1.50 now, not $1.25 anymore. Like all of their holiday stuff seems to be. And when I went into the Dollar Tree today, which today is the 20th, 19th, 20th, doesn't matter. They had gardening stuff coming out, Easter stuff, and Valentine's. I was like, are you kidding me? Already? Yeah. All right. So then I got a couple of packages of these because I'm going to wrap up his presents for work, and I'm going to give them a little extra oomph to make them super cute. Maybe I'll do a video of wrapping them up. But the wrapping paper I got had snowflakes on it, and so I grabbed some snowflake stuff to make them look pretty. And these are ornaments, but I think they're the cutest gift tags because on the back it's blank. So I can write to from on them, and I think it's going to look really cute, really classy on there. And then just some, I don't want to take them out because there's so many sparkles and I don't want them all over the RV. But I grabbed like 4 picks to decorate up the boxes that I'm wrapping, the presents that I'm wrapping, because I didn't buy any ribbon. I'm going to do complete wrappings with absolutely no ribbon. I should try and make a little video on it. Maybe I'll try that. Okay. Then I grabbed some heat pain things for Marcus. He's got some issue going on with his neck right now. And so I grabbed some of these for him just to help with the pain. Just, you know, a little extra help there. And this, I found this and I was like, that's super cool. So this is Tokini. I'm sure it's not $1.50, but it's by Profoot, and Tokini are registered by Profoot is who does it. So these are like little things that you, like if you wear heels, I'm like, brilliant. But I have a pair of slip-on tennis shoes that I wear. And sometimes like that ball of the foot, just because you're rubbing, just like when you wear heels, So I'm like, I'm going to try this and see if it helps so that it's not rubbing so, you know, on the, like there's a suede patch that goes on the bottom. So we'll see. I was like, for $1.50, I think that's worth giving it a shot. And then this, which I love these. And I'm going to use this in the fridge of the RV to put condiments in. So you just like pull it out, get your condiments, because everything in an RV just needs to be way more organized and way easier. So there's not a bunch of condiments in the drawer that you open it and they fall out. So that's what I got this for. And this was $1.50. These also used to be $1.25. So we're definitely seeing increases on pricing of some things, but still for $1.25, I think that, I mean $1.50, I think that's a good buy. Then one more Christmas thing. I bought, this was $1.50. It's a big Santa bag and it says Holly Jolly Vibes. And I'm going to put all of his presents in it to take to work for his coworkers. Then I found a new thing in the doggy area. How cute is this? It's a bandana. Now it's going to be a little big on Jax, but I can cut it down. And it's Star Wars. I was like, oh, I have to have this. So they also had Smurf, SpongeBob, Mandalorian, and another one. But I'm sure they have other ones. That's just what they had at mine. But this is a new product I hadn't seen before. So I love this. Of course, I'm in Disney area in Florida right now, so lots of Disney stuff. But I thought that was super cute. And I had to buy a bathroom cleaner. Now, the last time I got the blue one, which works amazing. Their foam blue bathroom cleaner. But I saw this one and I was like, oh, I'm going to try this one. So it has a wider spray on it and it's pink grapefruit scent. Now, when I clean the bathtub in the RV, listen, showers in our, not bathtub, showers, like they're so small. So I get in there and I spray down and I can't breathe. So I'm like, pink grapefruit might be helpful. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I'll lose weight while I'm using it. But grapefruit milk. All right. And then this is a product that I think is super cute. And it is a microwave cleaner. There's a little person. And it steam cleans. So this is what it looks like. And you put water. Oh. Anyway, you put water in it. And you turn your microwave on and you steam clean it. And I was like, oh, that's so cute. I'm going to try it. So we'll see. I'm sure it works. You could put water in a bowl and steam clean your microwave. But I'm going to have a little person do it. Okay. And then because their garden stuff was coming out, I grabbed these because these are the kinds of things that don't last. Mind you, I have not seen these before. I'm not saying they weren't there last year. I just haven't seen them. And I grabbed one of each. I think these are so pretty and so cool. Look at this one. It's like a pillar. Look how pretty that is. I don't know. I grabbed these two. I'm going to use them outside, and if I really like them and they're bright enough, I might buy more of them. Because when you're in an RV spot, it helps to light up some of your areas around your RV because, and they change depending upon where you're staying, right? So it's not always going to be the same. So additional light is always helpful. Okay, and this item I didn't actually buy this time, but I'm pretty sure it was $1.50. I bought it the last time, but it wasn't enough to do a haul. But I saved it to show it to you because this brand, CWC, I saw a bunch of stuff a week ago. And then I didn't see but two things today. And these were gone. But this is so cool. And it's perfect for an RV because it's not a bunch of spoons. It's one. And space is always of the utmost importance when you're living in an RV. And so I was like, oh, I love this. Now, I don't know anything about this. It's Cook with Color is the name of this thing, CWC. And most everything I saw had the tan coloring, but maybe it was a product that all the other colors sold and this color didn't. I don't know. But I grabbed that. And they did have some other things there. So don't know. I didn't look up a price on it or anything, but I'm pretty sure it's not a normal, it's not a normal Dollar Tree item. Okay, now this is what I went in to buy. Wrapping paper. And I love this pattern. I hope you guys can see it. I think it's very classy, but see the snowflakes. So I'm going to do this all up, wrap the packages all cute with snowflakes and everything. I will probably do a video on it. Hopefully I can get it out before Christmas. I don't know. We'll see. I'm running a little behind. It's been this year. And then a brand new product, which I've never seen before. And I thought this was a great buy, but it's Dockers. Dockers. Oh, by the way, back to the wrapping paper. So this is 60 square feet for $3. I didn't even look for their $1.25 wrapping paper. I just went for the big one because I got to wrap like 9 presents. So I was like, I just went for that one. But I didn't see any of their $1.25 paper. Maybe they were just out. I don't know. But back to the socks. $3, a 3-pack of Dockers socks. Let me just tell you guys, these feel amazing. They're thick. They're soft. It says full cushion, low cuts. They're for Marcus. They're men's shoes, size 6 to 12. I just thought these were, it's $1 a pair. I mean, that's cheaper than their $1.25 a pair. When you think, it's like, yeah, that seems like a good buy. And then I bought something to give. We've made some friends here at the RV park, and they're leaving actually tomorrow. And they're always smoking and drinking beer. So I grabbed this just for the one lighter, and I'm going to give it to them. And it's because they're leaving, because it says "Wish you were beer." I just thought that was super cute. But these were $3, so $1.50 a lighter. But you know, I mean, that's still, I don't think that's bad. But here's my favorite find. Now I checked out, and this rang up, and I went, "You're kidding me!" And I almost went back to get more. I was like, "No, Amy, don't do it. You don't need more than one package." But in this Dollar Tree, and I don't know if it's all Dollar Tree because I'm only going to one right now, they have little paper signs that says 25-cent clearance throughout the store. Now I had found a nail polish that was that a couple weeks ago, but I'm like, there's nothing that says they're $1.20, that says they're 25 cents. So you have to download the app and you can scan things, which I haven't done, but I'm going to. Because when I rang this up, I was like, oh my gosh, 25 cents? And I bought it because I figured it wouldn't be there because it's an item I hadn't seen before. And so I was like, I want to grab that because they're just so cool. And they're these stickers. But let me tell you why I bought them. I hadn't seen them before. I thought they were really cool. 25 cents. But I wanted to do a little fairy garden out here when spring comes in because I've got some outside areas. I'm like, oh, it'd be fun to do a little mini garden, a little fairy garden thing out here. And then I'll leave it when we leave just for the next person, right? But I thought these would make such cool windows. Do you see it? Wouldn't they make cute windows on a little fairy house? So in the next couple weeks, I'll buy some stuff to do a little fairy thing. They have a little fairy house that's a camper, and I'm like, well, of course I have to do one of those. I'm at an RV spot. But I thought I'm just going to do a cute little fairy area around. There's like a palm tree out there, and I thought that'd be super cute to do one there. Okay, so that's my haul. Not very long, not a bunch of stuff, but tell me if there's 25-cent clearance other place. There must be, because it was a printed out paper, like a Dollar Tree thing. So I'm like, I have to download the app now so I can start checking prices. 25 cents. I thought I was going to pay $1.25, which means I could have gotten 5 of these for $1.25. I didn't. If there's any more when I go back, I might. I don't know. We'll see. All right. Hold on. We need trivia. So while I give you a little bit of trivia on White Christmas, I thought I would do a craft for you. These are little miniature snow globes that I'm going to put on my Christmas tree. All right. So what do we know about White Christmas? Well, most of us know that White Christmas was written by Irving Berlin, and it was for the 1942 musical film Holiday Inn. Now, the song won the Academy Award for the Best Original Song at the 15th Academy Awards, and of course it was introduced by Bing Crosby. It topped the Billboard charts for 11 weeks, and it returned to the #1 position again in December of 1943 and 1944, and his version would return to the top 40 a dozen times in subsequent years. So recorded once and made lots of chart topping in the future years. What is very interesting is that Irving Berlin was a Russian immigrant and Jewish, so he didn't even celebrate Christmas. Now, there are conflicting stories about why he wrote the song, and one of them has to do with he had a son who died in 1928, and so every year on Christmas Day, and every year on December 25th, he and his wife would visit the baby's grave. Now, that's one of the stories as to why he wrote the song. Another one is that he was in a hotel in California. I guess we'll never know, and maybe it's a little bit of both. The first public performance of the song was by Bing Crosby on his NBC radio show, The Kraft Music Hall, on Christmas Day in 1941. And of course, this was just a few weeks after the attack on Pearl Harbor. and White Christmas became a favorite at the USO concerts overseas, and Bing Crosby did tons of these. Now, according to Crosby's nephew, Howard Crosby, he said, "I once asked Uncle Bing about the most difficult thing he ever had to do during his entertainment career. He said in December 1944, he was in a USO show with Bob Hope and the Andrews Sisters." Remember the Andrews Sisters? They did an outdoor show in northern France. He had to stand there and sing White Christmas with 100,000 GIs in tears without breaking down himself. Of course, a lot of those boys were killed in the Battle of the Bulge a few days later. What a horrific thing. Now, the version most often heard today on the radio during the Christmas season is a 1947 re-recording because the 1942 master was damaged due to frequent use, and he re-recorded it in 1947. Now, although Crosby dismissed his role in the song's success, saying later that a jackdaw and a cleft palate could have sung it successfully, he was associated with it for the rest of his life. Now, there has been confusion and debate on whether Crosby's record is the best-selling single due to a lack of information on sales of White Christmas, because Crosby's recording was released before the advent of the modern day, single charts, whatever. So, however, after careful research, Guinness World Records in 2007 concluded that worldwide, Crosby's recording of White Christmas has sold at least 50 million copies, and that Elton John's recording of Candle in the Wind has sold 33 million. But in 2009, an edition of the book decided to further help settle the controversy, amicably naming both John's and Crosby's songs to be winners by stating that John's recording is the best-selling single since UK and US singles charts began in the 1950s, while maintaining that the best-selling single of all time was released before the first pop charts, and that this distinction belongs to White Christmas, which it says was listed as the world's best-selling single in the first ever Guinness Book of World Records. And remarkably, still retains the title more than 50 years later. And we all know the song, and we all love the song, and I imagine when it's 100 years old in 2051, we're still going to be singing White Christmas. And there are some recordings that do include the first verse, but very few. And that's what I know about White Christmas.
Interesting, right? All right, you guys, that's it. And obviously, we're in Florida, and I'm not dreaming of a White Christmas, thank you. I'm going to take my sunny Christmas in Florida this year. So everybody, have a great day, a great week, a great life. And as always, from your singing crafty crafter, happy hunting at your local Dollar Tree. Toodles.